Instructions for the government of armies of the United States and the field. Also known as Instructions for the Government of the Armies of the United States in the Field. General Order Number 100, or Lieber Instructions, was an instruction signed by President. Now,
What'd you say? Oh, the
instruction. I'm gonna run it back now.
it was from the president. That's why I say you gotta keep touching.
Lieber Instructions was an instruction signed by President Abraham Lincoln to the Union forces of the United States during the American Civil War. So was that the two states, Mo? Is it the South? They was all South, you know. So, because I'm looking about these instructions, he said he gave them to the North.
Look, would you stop right there and read what I'm doing right already?
All right, martial law, not to be confused with
Martial law. Slow down so the sister can hear you.
martial law.
Okay.
Oh, not to be confused with marital law.
You sure you're saying marital?
Yeah, that's why I slowed right down and looked at it. Martial law, not to be confused with marital law.
Okay. Not read what he said about marital.
Oh, okay. That's why he actually say marital. I don't know. It's M-A-R-T.
Marital. Go ahead.
All right. Is the imposition of military rule by military authorities over designated regions on an emergency basis, usually only temporary when the civilian government or civilian authorities fail to function effectively, maintain order and security, and provide essential services. When there are extensive riots.
Menu.
Oh, menu. Oh, good luck. And now since it. Oh, good
You just got mash it one time, huh?
luck. Yeah. Read it, sis.
It's still up there. That's your concern. See all that UCC shit? Keep reading.
Yeah. When there are extensive security riots and protests, or when the disobedience of the law becomes widespread. In most cases, military forces are deployed to quiet the crowds, to secure government buildings and key or sensitive locations, and to maintain order. Generally, military personnel replace civilian authorities and perform some or all of their functions. The Constitution could be suspended. And in full-scale martial law. Yeah, I'm stopping. I should have scrolled up to the head of government now. This article focuses on the cases where the head of government is a separate office from the head of state.
What's the president's title? Commander-in-Chief.
Commander-in-Chief.
Okay, let's get under it. Let's get to it now. Let's go.
For information about countries where the two roles are combined, see presidential system. For information about countries where the two roles are combined, see presidential system.
Why you think I said what's the president's title?
Chief. Yeah. The heads of the government of 5 members. Yeah. And this shit high. My energy is already jumping.
Mo, this is it. Now let me put you up on why this was important for you to see. You was an agent, wasn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Real estate agent.
Mm-hmm.
What's all the paper? What's on the top corner of the paperwork that you pull up about properties?
Oh, it's that library.
Yeah.
That's the legal code, the legal description.
But what is that letting you know?
Yeah, it's army, military shit.
That shit ruled under military law.
Right.
So every time a motherfucker go get a deed, file that shit.
Right.
That's what you doing. You putting yourself right under the Lieber. That's why that shit right on the top. And they got that shit by the Lieber number.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because it all tied to this right here. What the prophet was saying, that's why 1865, that's why the prophet said, but this is a new era of time now. And all men now must proclaim their free national name to be recognized in the government in which they live in the nations of the earth. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
See, all of that shit come into play when you understand the political move the prophet had shot on their ass. See what I'm saying? He had claimed all sovereignty in this motherfucker. So once he did do it, knowing that this motherfucker was under military rule, which is why the Moors get the shit, they got the truth, but they don't understand what the fuck they be saying. Like for instance, they say, when they you look at the divine constitution, what's the saying, Mo? The prophet took the outlaw and put him in law. What the fuck is an outlaw? See, we talk these words, but motherfuckers don't look it up and really see.
So I know I don't know.
See,
I don't know that one.
outlaw. Woo! They said something. They said that because they stopped me.
Right.
I know I'm
It
ignorant.
was out of law.
You feel me, sis?
Right.
I had to go look up outlaw. I said, let me go see this shit. All they was talking about was outlaws in the cowboy movies. My
Right.
daddy loved these motherfuckers.
Right.
Let me see what this damn outlaw shit is.
We
Oh
just
my
saw that
God.
the other day on that other movie they had
I
outlaw.
got some westerns. You know, like I said, my granddad. That's all he
remember
watched.
that? No, we wasn't watching the western. This was a new movie. Remember,
Oh.
and they had my boy Outlaw.
Yeah, they called him outlaw. Yeah, some old war shit. You know,
Right,
some shit.
but it was still some shit. They be coded though. What's Outlaw?
I had thought, Mo, that outlaw was like motherfucker outlaw. You wild, you outlaw. I'm a bitch. I'm do whatever I want to do. Based on the movies and shit that I saw. Outlaw, and then I thought that meant you out of law, Mo. And so now help me out. That ain't what it is.
I will help you.
He don't have to look at that.
You know I already on it, sir.
Yeah, for dapper.
I don't like to talk, I like to
No way I'm about
I know.
to tell you
That's why
what
I've been
it
on his
is.
ass. I already told him he gotta have all the gift. He gotta give us our assignment shit.
But this shit, and then yesterday I was in here studying, right? So when I ain't getting enough of it in that top corner page, right?
That's what I'm
I
looking at.
fucked around and looked up white primary. Oh, that motherfucker hit me. I'm telling y'all, man, stay on the poor laws and the Lieber code. Then you on the real shit, Mo.
Oh yeah.
Because the very thing they about to implement right now is the motherfucking poor laws. That's the reason why motherfuckers can't find no job. See, because the poor laws is aimed against able-bodied motherfuckers who ain't working.
Right.
Look, Frank Wright and Jesse James left in 1872. Now, it's funny they used the year 1872, but we ain't going to that. The James brothers led a gang of outlaws in the Old West era. This article is about the legal concept. For other uses, see outlaw disambiguation. Listen, in historical systems, an outlaw is a person declared as outside the protection of the law. In pre-modern societies, this takes the burden of active persecution of a criminal from the authorities. Instead, the criminal is withdrawn all legal protection so that anyone is legally empowered to persecute or kill them. And what the prophet say? Shit, for without this, the true citizens can bestow all the misuses, abuses, and all the shit they want to on your ass. Because he was telling us about the outlaw. See, you got more. Listen how it go. Outlawry was thus one of the harshest penalties in the legal system, since the outlaw had only himself to protect himself. But if also required no enforcement on the part of the justice system, in early Germanic law, the death penalty is conspicuously absent, and outlawing is the most extreme punishment, presumably amounting to a death sentence in practice. The concept is known from Roman law as the status of homo sacer, and persisted throughout the Middle Ages. It was only in the modern period that the principle of habeas corpus was established, requiring that criminals must be judged in person by a court of law before they can legally be punished. In the common law of England, a writ of outlawry made the pronouncement, caput gerit lupinum, let his be a wolf's head. Literally, may he bear a wolfish head, with respect to its subject, using head to refer to the entire person, per capita.
Yeah, that's it.
See?
No, I don't know. No.
And
That's all right.
look, and equating that person with a wolf in the eyes of the law. Not only was the subject deprived of all legal rights of the law beings outside of the law, but others could kill him on sight, as if he were a wolf or other wild animal. The prophet said wild beasts gonna be roaming up and down the streets. What? Motherfuckers better get ready. Man, ain't playing with us. Huh?
It's all over the already see the play like everything down.
Outlawing as a political weapon. These are his names.
Because most shows need to play and lay down around here. You feel me? One got forgiven and one didn't. You in there, you get forgiven. Out here, no forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, looking. I've been in love, man. Take my daddy ain't gonna number one, so it's all love. Even though I'm like, oh damn, this the killer, but see, I'm just flipping that because they done made slaves, Mo.
And I'm saying that, and see, that's my whole point of reading this. Because, like, the Moors, what they doing? All the shit that these motherfuckers doing with Jones Bay, because you know that the brothers being brought, they got indicted.
No.
the brothers out of Chicago, some brothers was they was getting properties and putting them under the Morris sign symbol of America. Right? And so you got Jones Bay who came out once again. They ain't with us. That shit.
And
See, no protection.
You know that.
I told you I saw that article. Where both of them said.
No,
she saw it in the article.
Yeah. No protection. It's all on YouTube and everything. But no protection once again. See, so this term, outlaw, this shit is real prevalent because motherfuckers ain't proclaim their nationality.
Yeah. All right, Ma.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's why we have to go out of town and shit, man. That be your ass, boy. Because, Mo, once we establish the fact, you know, that that's just all they say. The prophet shit, all his shit, that's just it. That's all I'm doing now, Mo.
Listen.
I'm shutting all my shit down.
But you tell me the brothers was wrong, and the prophet said
they weren't wrong.
He was jumping up and down because he established the what station?
Registration.
Oh, well, what you do in the registration station?
Mo, they already, this why a lot didn't let me go to the shit, Mo.
This why our shit under Lieber.
Mo,
when y'all read Lieber,
fucked me up.
When you get home, sis, and sit down, Mo, when y'all sit down and read Lieber, especially with you being a representative, and you think you gonna be thinking all you gonna see, Mo, is them motherfucking top of the paper with that Lieber number on that bitch.
My shit been expired, Mo.
No, I know, but I'm saying what you did already.
No, I'm saying
you
that's why
what I'm saying?
when we first debating, you know, the agent issue.
But listen, why do you think? What did I tell you? Now I went to the real estate program too, right?
Right.
What did I tell you as soon as I got out that bitch? Cause me and my teacher, we went there.
Right.
I said, Mo, I can't do
that.
No
agent, right? That's what we started.
I said I can't be no agent, man, because these motherfuckers right here robbing our people. And see, one thing only reason I was going for was the books, because the prophet told us, I brought y'all title to y'all vast estate. So what I'm gonna do is let my people shuck and jive, they own the state.
Well, they actually think.
Fuck that.
Well, they actually believe. I got the report. That's why a lot didn't let me go there physically. They think that they could have not let me in. Now, my shit been the same since I got appointed.
Man, you ain't paid in the same amount of years.
I'm not working. I'm not paying. It's all fucked up. No.
Mo, listen. When y'all get them motherfucking records in order, and until I can't get y'all the motherfucking
I'm
dime.
going to get the
and I still go to all the sheep meetings. All I do is hit Kweku with.
Mo,
you vouch for me? You got me?
Do you know how close I was to becoming an agent? 1 point. And I done aced every test I ever took.
Insurance shit.
I was about to be a broker, agent, for Primerica.
But
I failed that test by 1 point. And I didn't ever go back and take that test no more because of the same reason. I told him I can't be an agent.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that shit didn't sit with me.
Everybody, you have to understand it. So it's like you say, you have to have a divine insight. That's just like
that came from within.
Right.
I don't know what.
That's why I said divine insight. Look, just like my wife, they didn't put her in administration, right, and signed out, right. She wear white jacket,
Right.
But now listen. She ain't her job is to find the places for the people to go to when they leave the hospital. So what it's about? You running the bill up to make them some money. You feel me? And like I told my wife, I say, but see, everybody different. I was like, ooh, because when she first understood the concept, but once you know, you know. She was like, yeah, baby, because this is the viciousness and this that. Shit, certain things, they can't pay me enough money to do that shit.
That was the whole thing. I was like, I can't do that. I can't even.
Starting to understand your ass.
I can't even go retake the test no more.
I'm like, man, I can't do it.
Motherfucker come play football with me. Put your pass on. I don't need nothing.
I'm happy I got all the information that I studied it and that I was able to do it.
Wait until y'all see the Lieber. I'm telling y'all now. The thing that just brought me back to it was Prince Bay. Because this morning he said,
I'm not
Mo.
going to fuck with that.
He like, Mo, because I'm going to put them up on. He was like, Mo, these motherfuckers, man.
Like
Mo, you got to see this. He said, Mo, finish reading that Lieber shit. And I done told all of them, read it. I told him, I said, man, shit, I done fell off. I'm still studying the Corpus Juris Secunda.
And this a young elder.
You know?
So all he do is study. That's really it. He don't really do nothing else.
I'm about to go get my laptop. That motherfucker in the car right now.
That's all he do. So now I learn how to. That's all. Just understand him. I just gonna take a hit.
But when you see that Lieber code, you ain't gonna do nothing but study. Because when you think about that UCC, and it's gonna show up in there, You're going to see that admiralty law, it's going to show up in there. But when you see how that shit is on the land and what we learned from years ago about Jamal and Mo, when they was telling us, oh man, these motherfuckers took the water laws and put them on the land. But when you read Lieber and Lieber tell you how, because that motherfucker walk you through that, because don't you forget, that motherfucker in there. See, it's a dude, a German motherfucker created the Lieber Code named Francis Lieber. 1800 motherfucker came through, Mo, and I'm talking about, listen, this one motherfucker wrote this shit, Mo, and the whole world is using that shit today. All that democratic process and all that party politics, that's connected to the municipal laws, which was done in 18, like the prophet told us. That's why he sealed it and told us, Mo. See, now I understand what he said when he said, man, listen, y'all. There ain't but one supreme issue to use to redeem that which was lost, and that is through the above statements. You go to the above statements, and it's right there in your face. You see what I'm saying? He told us don't mess with the 14th, 15th Amendment.
Right. What above statement say?
In the Moorish literature.
That shit, you done read that shit in billion times.
I know, but I gotta know exactly what part you talking
but
about.
But now you gonna
say that.
When he said the free national constitution declared all men free and equal, and since that constitution has never been changed, there was no need for the application of the 14th and 15th Amendment for the salvation of our people in this government.
You proclaim your nationality. That's it.
No, but listen, Mo, it's more to it than that. This is what I'm telling you. And see, this is the shit we gotta know. See, because what's appended to that he didn't miss out was that 14th and 15th Amendment. When you go and Mo, when you study that shit from Lieber,
I'm gonna follow your exact instructions.
The 14th, 15th Amendment. Because all it's talking about is the 14th, 15th Amendment. See, the Lieber Code, it went right to 1863.
Right. That's why I told him I don't fuck with that no more.
You see what I'm saying?
I done did that. I'm out of that shit. I ain't going back in that shit. No.
You know?
I get it on record, like say, so I could go over and then keep up with them.
No, you'll very well see we all appended to it, Mo.
Oh, I know that. That's why I got the
you
fuck out of there. Yeah, the prophet got me out of there.
But see, that subdivision, the only thing that can get us out of there, Mo, is this. Listen. The prophet said, man, y'all better hope y'all don't have to take y'all plight during winter.
Oh, that's why I'm getting out of here.
What the fuck is a plight? That means you got to leave.
Oh,
right? Just make sure you don't have to do it in the winter. Where you going, though, if you have to take that flight?
You know?
Where you going?
Yeah, I'll show a motherfucker. I'm not even telling them.
You feel me?
Yeah,
because the prophet got us a designated area to go to.
Yeah, I just show them. I'm not talking about that.
You feel me?
No.
We got a designated area. And the only place we can go is Illinois. You hear me?
Same spot, because the Mo lied to me and these bitches didn't give me the rental car, boy.
You got to go.
I would have walked, boy.
Because that's our principal place of incorporation. Everything principally was done where? In Cook County.
It's got filed in Cook County,
Illinois. You goddamn right.
So I already know that's a wrap.
And that's where a motherfucker got to go. And that's why Chicago is our new America. You hear me? Because the Moors going to have to end up there. See, because just think, Herbs try to find that motherfucker in another state. The prophet say, see Herb's revised statute on the back of the questionnaire.
For sure.
At the very bottom. You look at Herb's revised statute, I tried to find it in any other state. I couldn't find it nowhere but in Illinois.
Not easy, baby.
I look at that. And funny,
Queen
this shit, the Lieber Code tell you that motherfucker was laid down and they really enforced it. I just got to the year 1872, didn't I? It's the same goddamn year the prophet set up the subdivision in Illinois. Well, a subdivision, you know what that is? You set aside, you got your own political unit.
It's a division within a division.
It's within a motherfucker.
Within a division.
You feel
in the deep sea now.
And we only under that, under Herds in Illinois, under the original subdivision, goddammit, that was set up. We didn't find paperwork now talking about the subdivision. I had to go look the shit up.
But here's where we dead sleep at. I'm still black. I can prove it to you. I can prove how I'm still black. We got all of the divine truth. So nothing could stop me from going home. But I ain't with that bitch yet. I'm still here fucking with all these strangers. And the strange motherfuckers is who don't heed the voice of the prophet. Now, we know we on task that I got to go deliver this message. I got to, before I can bail out on y'all, I got to go make sure I handed it out to all of y'all. To do my numbers, because I can't go home unless I got a report. Because I have to, I'm like, what the fuck going on? What the fuck? I can't go home.
But see, the type of impact we gonna make, more like I said, see, the only unit that we got that we can make that impact is our hookup already. See, and we don't need to sanction the blood now, because what we don't understand, Mo, is that, like when me and you do that chamber, remember all these motherfuckers had They set up a board
All right, thank you.
of directors.
I ain't had no choice but to pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you understand what that board of directors is, what? They done set themselves aside from the whole organization.
Because the thing we have to learn about the one too, see, we real estate children. So see, we gonna chronologically get out of destructive situations.
Yeah,
So this shit is already coded into my spirit.
We was just talking about that, Mo. Like I was telling Prince Bay. Prince Bay was like, Mo, we gonna all fall together. The prophet said, united we stand. Prince Bay was joking, right? He said, Mo, we gonna be united in the fall. I said, shit, I ain't gonna be with him. I said, Mo, because listen, I said, the prophet told us shit, when the destruction come, he taking his good ones up on the incline. I know what the fuck I gotta do. I'm like you, Mo. No, we just got a task to do. See, words create, save, and destroy. I'm not about to say I'm being with them motherfuckers.
I'll be on the high road.
Right.
I'm going
I'm
on
on
the
the incline, man.
No way I'm going. And he said, get out the south.
Same way when my eyes got open.
Right. Shit, I'm gone.
And
You
not
feel me?
Mo, it reminded me of Stop Snitching. Cause I said, what the fuck? Cause I'm in Chicago. We done already been doing all this shit all this time. My whole life.
That's how motherfuckers starting to feel. Motherfucker gonna slap somebody down, man.
That's
Up
why
and
I
down,
understand
them
why
boys
my
just
daddy,
getting
man, I
paid.
understand why he
Motherfuckers
didn't
getting them
kill-
some money.
Mo, that's why I give you a report. He did not kill a boy that killed his son.
Mm-hmm.
I have to have this shit as clear remembrance as possible. And you ain't do the rape. And you murdered. You did it. And you convicted.
Mm-hmm.
Now, y'all, all right. Now, let me come out here with y'all.